My daddy left us. I was only 6 months older than you are now. I don't remember him. You will remember me.
Jackie Robinson, a black man in white baseball.
I want you to know I'm there for you.
In my heart.
Think about the abuse that he's gonna take.
Hey guys, Lucas here again for another movie review. I am just kind of getting over a cold. I still kind of have it, so I probably sound and look like crap. So if you're wondering why, that's probably the reason, or if I just regularly look like that. But today I'm here to review 42, the biopic about Jackie Robinson and how he was the first Negro baseball player to play in the MLB. And just basically his struggles to get on the team and the scrutiny that he went under. I hope this review uploads because I saw Evil Dead last week and I shot the review and everything, and my computer just decided to not let it convert to QuickTime file, so I never was able to put that up. This is the story about Jackie Robinson, and first off the bat, no pun intended, I pretty much hate baseball. I mean, I don't mind playing it, but I hate watching it, especially live. I think it's the only sport that's more boring live than on TV, besides maybe golf, which I don't even consider a sport. Anyway, I've always been kind of familiar with Jackie Robinson more than other baseball players because I always thought, you know, that's a pretty incredible story. And after watching this movie, I really just respect the guy and the story so much more because I really enjoyed this movie. Now, I'm going to say, regardless whether you like this movie or not, or you love it or you think it's okay, you can't deny that the story is not amazing. The story just itself is just an amazing story, and I recommend, just if you're not familiar with Jackie Robinson at all, I seriously recommend you because this is one of the best true stories I think ever, and if you don't like it, then you're a racist. I think the thing that really makes this movie work more than other things is the performances by the main actors. Chadwick Boseman, the man that plays Jackie Robinson, never heard of him or seen him in anything before. He's very good. He looks very similar to Jackie Robinson. He did a really good job at creating that balance between really charming but at the same time has that deep temper and anger that he holds inside, and that really comes across in his performance, and he's very likable. I mean, you kind of root for the guy just from, you know, the get-go, just from the situation he's in, but he does a very good job. But the person that really stole this movie for me was Harrison Ford as Branch Rickey, the manager of the Brooklyn Dodgers that signed Jackie Robinson to the team, and this was all his idea. I thought he was great. In the first 5 minutes, I couldn't understand a word he was saying because it was like he was doing his best Clint Eastwood impression, but I thought that he was fantastic. He was funny. He almost brought me to tears a couple of times, and if this was coming out later in the year, I would say that there would definitely be some Oscar buzz on him, and so far he's probably given the best performance I've seen out of any actor this year. Another thing the movie does pretty well, without going to any extremes, is it balances comedy and then the real-life drama really well. I thought it has humor in necessary scenes, and then when it has to go to the drama and racism and the tension between the players, I thought that it was well done, where there was moments where you wanted to kill some of the white people in this movie. This movie just makes you ashamed to be white at points. But this movie, the story is so emotional and so fantastic, it's so moving, that I couldn't help but get teared up in a lot of points. This movie made me almost cry. Not a lot of movies do that, but there was definitely times where I was on the verge of tears, and there's an amazing scene in this movie involving Jackie Robinson breaking down, and in this little dugout section, and him with breaking his bat and everything. It was just so perfect. And there's a couple other scenes like that, and you just feel for this guy, and then when it ranges from extreme happiness to extreme sadness, and it's just a really big emotional roller coaster, that's something that I haven't experienced in a movie in a long time. And I'm really mad to say this, but even though I enjoy this movie, I can't say it's a great movie. I could just say it's a really good movie, but there's just a few things in this movie that prevent it from being like one of the best sports movies ever. One is the movie has some very hokey moments and it has a hokey tone for most of it. And that's mainly due to the music. I don't know who did the score for this movie, but there's definitely some hokey scenes, and then sometimes the music just feels a little melodramatic or overbearing, or there's just some really weird moments. And I thought while the script did a good job at balancing humor and the drama, there's a couple points where just some of the dialogue and mixed with the music and the directing just made it feel a little bit TV movie-ish. The ending to this movie I just thought was very anticlimactic. It kind of felt like they were building to something a lot bigger than what it built to, and when it ended I was kind of disappointed, even though I was on an emotional high, and then it just kind of ends and I was just like, oh, that was fast. And the movie in the middle does drag a little bit. It is a little repetitive near the, second act, but once you get to the last 30 minutes it becomes very emotional and very involving again. Basically, whether or not you like sports or you're familiar with the story or not, this is a movie that I think anyone should see, and I would say recommend it seeing it in the theater. It's just an emotional movie. I'm kind of frustrated with it at the same time, because it could have been like an amazing movie, and what it is just a really good movie, but I still think it's one of the best movies I've seen this year. Definitely check it out. It's such an amazing story. Definitely the feel-good movie of the year so far. So I'm going to give 42 4 stars out of 5. And also, I saw this movie in Pasadena, and if you've seen the movie, you know why that's kind of a cool thing. If you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. That's my review of 42. I hope this review uploads. If you've seen it, tell me what you thought. Did you think the ending was a little anticlimactic? What did you think of the performances? How did you like Harrison Ford and Chadwick Boseman? And yeah, that's my review. If you liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.
I Brooklyn Dodger them. I jack, I rob, I sin. Oh man, I'm Jackie Robinson. Except when I run base, I dodge the pen.
I'm just a ball player. You a hero.
Why don't you look in the mirror? This is a white man's game. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
I'm a Brooklyn boy. I may take some getting used to.
Maybe tomorrow we'll all wear 42.